All this eggplant is from my garden. Do you think it's too much? Garden. I have a little farm outside and I love to grow vegetables, and the only thing we're not really successful with is corn, organic corn, but we're trying. We're going to have our soil analyzed and see what we're doing wrong. Mozzarella. Now I like this. This is local. I got this from Whole Foods, and I'm just going to slice this into it. Come on into my kitchen and let's make the best vegan lasagna you've ever tried. I'm going to cut the ends off and cut that as well. Cut them all up into this pan, and I'm going to generously add olive oil all over. And we're just going to let that cook a little bit until it's tender, and then we're going to put our lasagna together. And the tomatoes with that. I let that cool a little bit. Just spread that out really nicely. We are done! Woo! Hi, and welcome again to Annie's Angle and Danny's Kitchen. Today, we're making vegan lasagna, vegetable lasagna. That's right, and if you've never tasted my vegetable lasagna, you're gonna love it. But before I tell you what you need, grab a cup of coffee. Did you make your coffee? All this eggplant is from my garden. Do you think it's too much? I'm gonna use it, hopefully. And I got zucchini from my garden, and zucchini and eggplant go very well together because I made it before, and it's delicious, really, really delicious. Do you know, my zucchini I had zucchini as big as a baseball bat. I should have showed it to you. It was hiding. You know, it's funny, with cucumbers, zucchini, they hide. And sometimes you just don't see them, and then all of a sudden you look at them and it's just huge in my garden. I have a little farm outside and I love to grow vegetables, and the only thing we're not really successful with is corn, organic corn, but we're trying. We're going to have our soil analyzed and see what we're doing wrong. But other than that, I get a lot of delicious vegetables. So, what else will I need? Ricotta cheese. I'm going to put in, and I cook a lot of stuff. Most of my stuff I cook in olive oil. And I like this olive oil. I use a lot of olive oil. Mozzarella. Now I like this. This is local. I got this from Whole Foods. And I'm just going to slice this into it. But if I don't have enough mozzarella, I do have some shredded that I will use. I'm going to use all these tomatoes from my garden. These cherry tomatoes. And I don't have arugula. We ate it all. So I have arugula, baby arugula. I got this organic from Whole Foods. I'm going to put that in there. And of course, lasagna, spike, and adobo. And what else did I need? Oh, my homemade marinara sauce. So, come on into my kitchen and let's make the best vegan lasagna you've ever tried. And you know, it's so healthy for you. You can also meal prep it. You can put it in different Pyrex, which I'm going to do. I'm not going to use this today, but I will taste it because I'm going to freeze it and then have it probably next week. And you can do that. It's going to be delicious because I just made lasagna the other day, so we're kind of full of it. I have all my vegetables are coming in, I have to use them, so I've been making a lot of stuff. So come on to my kitchen and let's make the best vegan lasagna you've ever had. So on this step, I'm just cutting the ends off here, like so, and that way. And I'm going to cut the eggplant as thin as I can make it and just place it in the pan. It smells pretty good, the eggplant. And one more. Whoa. All the way down. And that way. And then the zucchini, I'm going to cut the ends off. and cut that as well, as thin as I can. And these are organic, so of course I use the skin. And the skin has a lot of vitamins in it. And I'm going to continue it, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you when it's done what I'm going to do. I've cut them all up into this pan, and I'm going to generously add olive oil all over. Because then I'm going to add my spike. Just dash on the spike and my adobo. Just all over, just sprinkle it everywhere. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes, my cherry tomatoes, and just put that in there as well. And then when it's almost done, I'm going to add my arugula. And you'll see how that, I'm going to pop that in the oven right now, and then we'll be back. So as you can see, I have 2 trays, and I've added arugula and the tomatoes to the one tray and arugula to the other tray. And we're just going to let that cook a little bit until that's tender, and then we're going to put all lasagna together. So I layered my pan. Now I'm going to take the eggplant, zucchini, arugula, and I'm just going to put that on there. I washed my hands. So, and the tomatoes with that. I let that cool a little bit. And I'm going to just keep adding this. And I want it to be plentiful all over. It is still a little bit warm, so I'm just going to put that in there. And just, we have a lot, so we are going to add a lot to the base of this. I'm not going to be sparingly doing that at all. And I think that's my first layer. Then I'm going to add probably some ricotta. Just some here and here. And I'm going to spread that out because I do need the room. And some sauce. I ate everything at once, so it gives it a nice flavor. And spread that out really well. And then I'm going to continue, and I'll show you when I'm continue to layer it. So I already made a base layer. I put the lasagna at the bottom, and I added a lot of vegetables with the arugula, and I'm going to do another layer. Now, I added a little bit of sauce, and you just want to put that probably 3 across. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Just spread that out really nicely. Then I'm going to add a whole bunch of this with all the tomatoes and the eggplant and the zucchini, and you just want to keep layering that really a lot. My hands are washed, so if my family's watching, you just want to put that, it doesn't really have to be perfect the way you put it. Just you want to add as much to it as you can. Then you want to add some ricotta. And you're going to just spread that all around. And I add everything at once. And the sauce, you just layer that really nicely. Pat it down. So you want to get a lot in there. I do anyway. my heavens. Not all over, but split around. But that happens too. You know, sometimes I have to clean the floor after I cook. And some cheese. Just all over. Just to make it nice. And then we're going to keep layering it until we are set. So I'm going to put this in the oven until the cheese is all melted and it spreads out really, really nice. About half hour, 45 minutes on 350. I used all those 2 pans of vegetables and this whole thing of arugula. Now you can use spinach if you like. It's totally up to you what vegetables you like. But I used a little more than half the box of lasagna because I wanted to make sure I got all my vegetables in there. I used all that cheese, that ball of cheese, and I used all the ricotta. So we're ready to sample it. And I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to meal prep this. I'm going to freeze this. And I'm going to take it out next week when I have my family over. And they're going to have some vegetable lasagna with me. So come on into my kitchen and let's give it a try. So we are done. Woo! That's right, we are. Do you like to dance? I love to dance. You know, I used to go to the clubs in the 70s and 80s. Sometimes I'd go to Manhattan. I just love to dance. And I love to cook too. So let's try it. You know, I'm going to meal prep this. It's a big pan and it's heavy. But I got all my vegetables in there, which that's what I wanted. Did you make yours? Well, you should. Make it with your favorite vegetable, whatever it is. Let's try it. Doesn't want to come apart? Come on. Wow. Your family will love vegetable lasagna. I guarantee it. I really do. I love to dance. I guarantee they'll love it. So, as I said, I'm going to meal prep this. You can meal prep yours. Take it out of the freezer. Or meal prep, just put it in different ones. Which I'm going to do. So this is all my vegetables from my garden I put in there. And I've got so much I made a lot and froze it. Because it just comes all at once, so you have to do something with it, so that's what I did. So, like this video, subscribe to my channel. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Come again to Annie's kitchen, and we'll be maybe cooking up a storm. I love to cook, like I like to dance. So, come again, and I'm also a fitness instructor. We'll be doing that, as well as some crafts. I like that. I like everything. I just like to have fun. So come on into my kitchen and let's have a good time. Bye-bye for now.